My choices for Best Dress at this year's Oscars were Emma Stone, Taraji P. Henson, and Viola Davis. I thought these three women really dressed for the ages.
Emma, to your right! Emma! Emma, to the right! Emma, your right side. Emma! Emma! A fade! Look straight ahead.
There was definitely an Art Deco vibe to what Emma Stone was wearing, but I think on a certain level there was some sort of a sartorial nod to her role in La La Land. It was all about LA and Hollywood, and she was an actress, and you really got that vibe from that beautiful gold Givenchy gown, the embroidery, the fringe. It felt like something a performer would wear. It almost felt like the Art Deco fancy version of an Oscar statuette itself. And for Viola Davis, I literally have never seen her look better, from head to toe. Even when she got up there and accepted that award, the way that she gathered the train from that Armani Privé gown, it was like she really carefully thought about each element of that dress, from the cutouts to the way her hair fell to her makeup. She just was stunning. Not a misstep, not even one. It's so funny, the Taraji P. Henson phenomenon is amazing to me, because I think if you take that dress, which was an Alberta Ferretti midnight blue velvet dress, which is a huge trend that we're seeing in 2017, velvet. If you take that dress and you look at it in isolation, you might say that's a beautiful gown, meh, no big whoop. But when you put that gown on Taraji P. Henson and her body and the way she works it and that attitude, and Cookie comes out, that dress really was one of the big winners of the night, I think, across the board. There were a lot of people who didn't agree. The fashion police did not all agree on a lot of the looks, but I think Taraji across the board got rave reviews.
Leslie, to your right! Leslie, this side, please. Leslie, to the right! Leslie!
Leslie Mann that dress was really a polarizing dress. It was a chartreuse Zac Posen, and it had a really big ball gown silhouette to it, which I think in and of itself is tough to pull off. Leslie Mann is also very petite, and sometimes when a petite person wears a ball gown like that, it can overwhelm her. So I think that was the first issue with that dress. Secondly, the color. That's a really tough color to pull off, especially for somebody with her coloring, her skin tone, and also her hair color. It was a lot of shades of yellow, and something seemed a little off. I heard somebody, I think on Twitter, say, is she ill? And it gives it that, there's like a pallor to it that maybe isn't her best look. And she's so beautiful that you wanted her to wear something that really showed off her amazing body. And I don't know that dress was the perfect one for her, but you can love the actress, you can love their look and not like the dress, and I think that's where I fall on Leslie Mann.
And Dakota, straight ahead, and Dakota, to your right. Touch your right, Dakota! There we go. One more. Dakota, right to your left.
So Dakota Johnson was wearing Gucci, a champagne Gucci dress. And you had a lot of fashion people on one side of the spectrum saying, high risk, high reward. That's how you do fashion. And then you had a bunch of people, critics in their own right, looking at that and saying, what am I missing? There's some sort of Little House on the Prairie aspect of this that isn't really working with her very sexy Dakota Johnson persona. And I think that the truth is, that dress, it looked like it was wearing her. I didn't really feel like it was the right moment. I feel like Dakota Johnson is young, she's a hot body, and she's really hot right now in the zeitgeist. Like, she is a cultural phenomenon with 50 Shades, and that dress just felt like it flatlined on her. It is a beautiful Gucci gown, but I think that's something that reads really well on a runway. I don't know that it reads really well on a red carpet.
Can we get a single? Press to the right.
Damien, how are you, bud?
Mr. Jackson.